Dollar index, now we are based on daily charts, same as usual. Now we want to see how we can trade it. Okay, now we want to see whether this correction is done. That means we can look for the up move or not, but from what we can see here, we cannot confirm. Still we are within the correction, and even there is no trade set up based on the daily chart. Okay, now the thing is how we are going to look into this correction. That's why still we have to wait based on daily chart to confirm. Okay, now the thing is based on the forward chart, how we can trade it. First of all, MACD doesn't give us anything, and if we refer back to my last video, in the last video when we were there, okay, in my last video when the price was somewhere around here, we see whether we can consider this one as a correction or not, and what we will have here was a correction. Most of the traders, when they see this correction, they were expecting the price to drop, but now we get this. Okay, when we go to 1 hour chart, we can explain more. Now what we can do here is this. How we going to trade, look into this, whether still this is a correction, then from one move down, or the second option, this is the one move and this is the only correction. If we go for the second option, there is a possibility the price drop from here, or still there is a possibility price come here. That means we get this correction. That means this one still can expand before the price drop. And what we are more interested, the price whether from here or higher drop, then look for buy. Buying here if there is a continuation is not a good idea. Okay, it doesn't, but when I say it's not a good idea in terms of what we can expect, for us the best is from what we see, that if the price drop, give a confirmation, then we look for into this. That means we get the confirmation this correction is done already, but right now we don't have that confirmation, because the thing is this is the correction or this full, or we should get the price to come here, we get the that means there is a few possibility. But if the price drop here, we get the divergence, we see this one is finished, then we get the up move. Yeah, in terms of the risk and reward, the trade we get is really good. Anyway, we want to see based on the lower time frame how we can trade it. Okay, just now we mentioned that most of the traders, they were expecting this correction, they can look for sell, but from what we can see here, there was no sell setup here. Okay, the only things for the buy was, it depends on the traders whether they could trade within this or not. Anyway, now we want to see how we can trade it. Just now we mentioned that if we want to look for buy, the best option is the price whether from here or higher drop, then from there we get the confirmation, we look for buy. This is what we are more interested. And no, we don't have any, that means we don't have that means the price can drop there from here based on the second option, or that come from here and drop. Okay, right now we don't have any trade setup whether for buy or sell. We need to see what happened, what we will get here. Okay, if the price drop from here, I don't think there is a possibility we get a good trade setup. That's why if the price we see to move higher, then if we see the drop, we can trade it. And this is not our intention. Down move is not our intention, but if we get, we can look for it. But our intention is this. Then how we can do it? In this case, we just wait, we see what will happen. If there is a continuation, we just leave it. But if we see any sharp move down, flag, we look for sell. We see whether we can trade or not. If we trade, is good. But if the price drop here, we get a confirmation, we look for buy. Okay, do we need to look for buy from here? That means we consider this correction is finished. I don't think so. Okay, I don't think this, even we get the confirmation from here, even we get the buy setup, still we can consider this one is finished. That's why if there is a continuation, we just leave it. The only times I will trade this is if we get the correction here, the price drop, the price reverse somewhere around the top, we get this type of the correction. That means when we see the price drop, the next one at least come to near to the top. Then we look for buy. We get the not the small correction, we get quite complex correction. Alright, then we can look for buy. And if we look for buy, as long as the price came to this level, we see if there is a continuation, we can keep the trade. If we see there is no continuation, we take out the trade, we look for the down move. That means we look for this sell. Then from there we can consider whether we can get the buy or not, because just now I explained there is a possibility price come here and drop. But if we get the proper correction here, as just now explained, yes, still we can trade the buy. But if we get a small correction, we don't buy it. And also if we get the correction similar to what we have here, that means if we see the price drop, correcting and dropping, we leave it, let it move price drop here, then we look for buy. But also it depends on the how the price is dropping. Okay, anyway, right now we don't have any trade set up here. We see what we will get here. If continuation, we just leave it. Our intention is whether price from here or come to here drop, this is what we want to get. Sorry, this is what we want to get. In this case, we just follow the chart, we see what type of the correction we get here, and then from there we make a decision. Anyway, if I see any update, I will share on YouTube. Thanks.